Chris.
Thank you.
With City Pharmacy.
How you doing?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Please state your name.
Kamari?
The sales system or register or computer that sits outside of the licensed pharmacy area? For the record, you follow along state zoning.
Yes.
And 75 and 80.
75, yeah. And,
Okay, very good, just so the commissioners know. Very good. Thank you.
Good morning. Appreciate the big plan.
Those are the plans we wanted to see, Dave.
That's just recommended.
Oh, yeah.
HD. Current footprint is more detailed, zoomed in view of the three rooms.
Yeah, check in relation to this.
Yeah, so this is the non-hazard room.
Right, but is this like a wall?
It won't be,
You don't have to go the entrance to this area.
yeah, so this will be, yeah, so if you turn it like this way, it'll be as if you walked in through the side door.
What do you actually have licensed at the
The license form.
where we have now, this is
Okay. So the door here.
it has to by law like that.
Just gonna ask that.
Otherwise, the whole.
Correct.
Otherwise, you have to license that other space separate as a license. So you'd be coming in as a new bankruptcy application.
Okay.
Or a remodel have to be connected, because you're actually adding square footage to your licensed pharmacy footprint.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's a remodel by adding, unless you want to come in a month or two with a whole new pharmacy application, or you can, I think that's what I think.
It's one door.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it.
They're already there.
That's it.
I did it. Basically, pharmacy area. Over to
Yeah, that sounds easy enough for us.
So you may just have to change your
The
orientation.
rooms, yeah.
of the rooms.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, trust about it. Whatever you choose to do it, but it has to be.
Actual.
So this thing here,
It's going to
that's
screw it
right
up.
there.
Is it going to screw it up? Is it going to screw it up? That you have it in thirds, right?
Yeah.
So you're compounding, is that the one that's closest to the,
It's going to be two separate spaces, so one for the hazard room, one for the non-hazard, and then just a connecting room between that connects the two common.
See, this one. Exactly.
Yeah, so this.
Here, it has to be.
We can always.
Yeah.
Just get the plumbing.
You won't have to go. 36 inches. Cross for a doorway.
he doesn't have to.
Brought in, put that,
Right, and you will get designs, which you're going to find, and send them to you.
Okay.
So we can approve it.
That way you don't have to come all the way back.
Okay. That works. And they have to
Common door
license the
entry.
store.
We'll accept
Question for you then. The way that we had it set up was this was isolated with the ante-room. Would it be better to have the hazard, non-hazard room entrance through Yeah, that's so this is the exterior of the building.
Oh, gotcha.
This room already exists, but it's getting fully remodeled.
Here's the venting, here's the venting here.
It's just a manual. Monitors all through.
I would put here that we're switching. That you're gonna switch this, it's gonna be hazard, and then not.
Okay.
I think it'd be easier to run into a lot of issues. Connecting a door. Connects out here, comes out here.
It might even,
Anteroom.
yeah.
And you
I
can
might
do
even
that.
Connect the anteroom and make this just bigger, like extend this out and connect the anteroom. That way it's the only way through the complex.
That's a good idea. I don't know enough about engineering of this, but it sounds as though an opening in an anteroom has a lot more sterility than one of the other two.
Yeah, and that way we reduce cross.
He's got to slide it all the way over.
Potentially go anti.
So where, you have to put the door, hazardous, right there.
Right.
Figure out how to get in.
That's what I was thinking.
And go into the ante.
Correct.
So however you do it, I think.
Okay.
The company you're using is a pretty legitimate company.
Yeah.
What do you do? What kind of compound are you?
We're doing hormone replacement, aesthetic stuff. Right now, we do very basic things.
Be patient specific.
Yeah, it's all going to be patient manufactured.
Are you working with med spas or?
Not really right now. We have a lot of the there's no compound.
Could you keep it down because the microphones can't pick up the conversation? Thank you.
There's not really any compounding farms involved with that. We're just going to connect the doctors in the area and see what they need, and then be able to make.
It's a big endeavor.
Yeah.
DCA?
Not yet. We're area demands.
Exactly what I did. A lot of AT&T.
Yeah. So I have a friend in Pennsylvania. He has a large setup in Open.
Do you own the pharmacy? I'm just curious.
My father does. Yeah. Been for about 25 years. Yeah.
Suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, those are all shelving, so we can always
Yeah, you
move
can-
it around, nothing really permanent structure.
So we can do the hazard room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Thing.
okay. Yeah.
So we'll keep this thing.
Yeah, I could-
That basically
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
All of that.
You need the rubber band.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
That's right. Case pharmacy remodel, CVS Pharmacy number 11611. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions, so moved. Case of CVS Pharmacy 2140 remodel. What's
Motion
your
to
pleasure?
approve. Is that it?
Motion presented, do I hear a second?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, so moved. Matter of Jewett City Pharmacy, Jewett City, Connecticut. What is your pleasure?
Motion to approve providing changes to the pharmacy to include non-sterile, non-polyhazardous hazardous to the pharmacy itself, including reconfiguration of the
Design plans to follow. You've heard what's before us, do I hear a second?
Second.
Do I hear- All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, so moved. Esquire. Hello, Michael.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you, sir?
How are you all?
See, we only have one on the agenda today.
Yes.
And
That will last a month.
and I hope all my first-time managers are going to listen very, very closely to this case. What do you have for us in case number 2025-1669?
In this case is a Connecticut pharmacist who was investigated following a routine compliance inspection at a pharmacy that he managed. A number of issues were uncovered during this inspection. Major violations alleged here are failures to keep written prescription records, several issues relating to orderliness, timeliness of filing, chronology of filing. Some aspects of the records were missing, or patient training records were an issue. No records that were kept. Quality assurance reviews, some were not performed, some were performed, but were missing or weren't documented. There were some missing signatures on pharmacist daily signature logbooks for dispensing of pills. Incomplete written documentation of controlled substance losses. Not reported. Some losses were not reported. Other losses were reported, but were not documented appropriately. Information lacking. Agents offered several other advisements on issues, things like licensing and certification records not being readily licensed, but the certification to the licenses themselves were not available. Some minor issues with closing procedures. Things like ordering shelves, one of the major issues here, and the reason that it was attributed to the pharmacist manager, is that a number of these were advisements that overlapped on previous inspections with the same name. So, sense of education was offered here to staff pharmacists. Here, but previous sense of education offered. So the Council for Drug Control is proposing a settlement. The respondent shall pay a monetary payment of $1,000. Additionally, the respondent will be issued a reprimand for the practitioner data bank. The respondent also agrees to apply for or hold the position of pharmacy manager for a period of 5 states now a large dollar number. Intent was affordable disciplinary offense, and also to prevent somebody from acting. There was no concurrent case against the pharmacy itself in this petition on this matter. Inspection determined by the agency. Should be correct.
Heard what's before the commission. Any questions for Attorney Ando? Commissioner Anglante?
So there were other pharmacists that worked in that pharmacy, they all followed the same process of not documenting prescription. I mean, so everybody worked there, did that?
There were other staff pharmacists. There were at least 2 that I'm aware of. I don't know if there are more than that. I don't have enough information to tell you if the staff pharmacists were individuals were not signing a dispensing log, or some of the other issues. Obviously, in the pharmacy, you should be responsible to some extent for ensuring that it's clean and in order that you are filing their prescriptions. I couldn't tell you granularly enough to know if staff pharmacists were not filing.
It's concerning, right? So if the leadership is, this is what they're doing, then that kind of sets the tone. So that's why I asked the questions. We'll probably expect more cases from that location, or, I mean.
Possible. There's no particular indication that following this there was continuation of these problems. Some of these things you would like see if you went back in a few months, but you would have seen it relatively shorter. So they could have gone back and corrected the records as such possible, but not necessarily a lot of ongoing training, things like that.
Sounds like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That means if a change of leadership, hopefully it will be a change for the environment itself. So I think what this is trying to accomplish.
I think when you look at patterns, what you saw was an improvement. Other issues had cases, other locations had cases against them in the past. Problems continue to follow this individual.
Is there a step down coming from? Any other questions for Attorney Ando? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to accept the settlement as described. Case number 2025-1669. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? So moved.
I approach for signatures.
You may. Any statistics, anything to look forward to? Standard question.
You have things to look forward to that I'm not prepared to put on the record.
Very good.
I don't have statistics for you today,
Okay, no
so I
problem.
apologize for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on. We have a pharmacy internship today. All right, this is where my linguistics come in. Is Lasi Fiusha Vancom here? How do I do? Terrible. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. And say your name for the record. You got to do it again. A little louder. All right, have a seat, sweetheart. So we like to call our foreign interns in before the board. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you've practiced pharmacy in the past, where you come from, what's your specialty is going to be. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Don't be nervous. You can't do anything wrong, so don't be nervous. retail, hospital. Is it very different than here? Do you have a preceptor site already chosen? Do you have a preceptor already?
Oh, yeah.
Where you're going to be working, and where's that? Yes? That's great. Any questions? We had plenty of pharmacists from India, so sometimes some of the countries are very different, and we like to hear about how the practice is there and what you're coming into. 500 hours? No. 1,500 hours, so make sure you keep track of your hours.
Yeah.
Don't trust us or your preceptor to keep track of them. We keep track of them. And we wish you good luck unless any of the teachers have any questions for you. I told you it was easy. Nothing. Right? Good luck to you. Thank you. Okay, first-time managers. Again, where I get to do my linguistics. All first-time managers, please stand up and stand for the commission. This is a very, very small class today, very small class. All right, as I say your name, please just let me know you're here, okay? Nijat H2? Is it Nijat or Nijat? Thank you. Brooke Huckabee? It's
Huckabee, but
oh, yeah, but
it
there's
doesn't
an
really
eighth,
make
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Andrea Latifi?
Here.
Thank you. Zachary Lanza. Welcome, Zachary. So in Connecticut, we have all first-time managers appear before the board. Many commissions don't do that, boards of pharmacy, but we do, because we think it's really important to see our agendas, understand what's going on, and just to go over some of the issues that sometimes we see. One of the first things I did when I became the chairman is I moved all the law cases forward, so you can listen and see some of the pitfalls that some of these managers had. I know it was hard to hear, but you got the gist of what was happening there. Efficiencies, administrative, being a good leader. So you have a lot of responsibilities as a pharmacy manager. Remember, you're in charge. You're in charge of the licensed pharmacy area. Most of you here look like you're at a big store, so you're in charge of your licensed pharmacy. If Hewitt Pharmacy was here, that's licenses for the entire store, so you're in charge of that whole licensed area. So let's understand that you are the manager, and good leadership leads to good efficiencies. We understand. 9,000 years of experience on this board. We understand how difficult it is, especially in today's retail environment. Most of you are retail. So a good leader, good efficiencies lead to good outcomes, unlike what you heard. So I'm going to go over some of the things. I can't possibly go over everything. So you attest to me, you will go on ct.gov under drug control. There's a great Q&A portion under ct.gov/drug control. First-time managers, read it, please. And in the future, there'll be other tools that can be used as managers. Some common things we see upon inspections. How many hours per week minimum for a pharmacy manager? 35. Very important. During COVID, there were some waivers we gave for that. Those days are over. Minimum 35 hours a week. You have to be full-time if you're going to be a manager. Another thing that we see is sometimes license expirations. Make sure you do your CEs. How many CEs do you need every year? 15. How many have to be live? How many have to be law? And it has to be on a calendar year now. We used to have 2 years. People thought they could do 29 on the last day of the second year, but you can't do that. It's 15 per year. Our sympathy and our compassion for people that don't get their CEs done isn't where it used to be. Let's get it done. If not, you have to apply for a waiver, and waivers don't come that easy anymore. Make sure you get your CEs done. I'm saying that because if you have other pharmacists that work for you, it's that pharmacist. Make sure they're up to date. Very simple. Used to keep it on a calendar, but you kids are all digital these days. Keep it digitally just to make sure you remind yourself to ask. Also with your technicians. Make sure their licenses are in. If your technicians have certain accreditation, make sure that those are in regular. they did the proper CEs to keep their certification active. Speaking of technicians, tech ratios. 2-to-1, if actually certified. 4-to-1 during October 1st, the end of April, end of March. Flu season if they are accredited organization, if they're certified for organization. And soon to come, an advanced tech rule. It's not active yet, just be aware of it. It will not count against ratio. So you can go all the way to 4-to-1 and even 5-to-1 during flu season. And an advanced tech ratio, an advanced tech is going to have more ability to rule up the pharmacist, including final check if the pharmacist is so inclined to allow it. So be aware of that. It's not out yet. The state of Connecticut is leading in that respect. Help take some of the pressure off. You don't know that. Diversion, it's a terrible word. We don't want to talk about it, but it happens. How long do you have to notify the department if there's any missing medication? 72 hours, even if it's one tablet. A lot of ones add up to that. Even if it's one tablet, you must inform the control if there's been a loss. Very, very important. Some of the tricks of the trade, and if there is a loss, if something happens, well, you've got to document it. Document it, come up with quality, stay up on your, really important to keep those potential inventories going, manually. Because if there is an issue, when agents come in, that's the starting point. If that's wrong, it's impossible to put a trail together to figure out where did it go wrong. So make sure your inventories are accurate and done on a timely basis, please. Tricks of the trade for diversion. What we used to do in our pharmacy, the person that did the ordering wasn't the same person that checked. We learned the director, myself, and licensing director, we attended the National Association Board of Pharmacy annual meeting this year, and we believe how many clever people are out there when it comes to diversion. So I'm going to add a little bit to my talk. This is the first time you've ever talked about this. There's new diversion techniques out there. Some of them are on product recall. Well, they'll get a product recall, bag it up and think it has to go, and someone will come pick it up. Well, that's wrong. It's a fake product. So just trying to divert the product. There'll be phone calls that are made by a wholesaler. Oh, we sent you the wrong pill. And said, no, don't do anything. We're going to send a driver to pick it up. It's not the wholesaler. So with that, I just want you to understand, and another responsibility is understand the logistics of how that medicine gets to your place. The better you know the logistics of how it gets there, the better you can stop that type of fraud from. I know it's crazy, but there's cases with hundreds of thousands of dollars in drug. They're getting very good at it. You just got to stay a step ahead of it. Make sure you check your PMPs. Really, really important. Make sure that diabetic products are also going through the PMP. We've had some cases where we're not going to accept the excuse that your computer can't. Just make sure that the diabetic products are also going through the PMP program. It's very important, because if that patient needs a diabetic product and you're approved for not there, use the other pharmacy, insulin, syringes, etc., what type of testing devices the patient is using. So make sure that those are being included in the upload. Misfills. We like to talk about misfills, but they happen. Document. A year later, someone may come in and ask about that misfill, and we're not going to document it. When you document it, sweep anything under the rug. Call the physician, call the patient, call everyone involved in it, and write up a quality report. What you did so it doesn't happen again. We had a technician in my stores. They used to confuse Xanax and Zantac. It was in alphabetical order, X and Z. They always picked the wrong one, so I put the X and the letter A, so it could never be mixed up again. That was how I tried to solve that problem. So, quality report on what happened, why it happened, and what you did to stop it from happening. Early closings. We've had quite a few early closings. It's up to you pharmacy manager, don't depend on your company. You report to drug control that you're closing early, the store is going to be closed. Any deviation from the schedule that's on your door, you need to tell them. The reason for that is someone, you may have drugs in the will call there. If somebody needs to get that medicine, they need to know where they can go to pick it up. So it's really important that you let the department know if there's any early closings or if you're off your schedule. I can't believe I have to say this, but I do because it's happened. If a drug control agent comes into your pharmacy, you must allow them in. We got cases where they said, oh, I can't let you in until the owner of the store allows it, or they'll call my district manager. You must allow the agent in. Now, you can't possibly recognize all the things. I just told you about diversion, how to be careful. That's for their credentials. Once you verify their credentials, you must allow them in. Record keeping. Today, the case, a lot of that was administrative, right? It was laziness, it was record keeping, poor efficiencies. Make sure the record keeping's up to date, and I already talked to you about the inventories. Make sure those are relevant. Pharmacy technician manual, again, that came up. That comes up a lot. I know it's easy to forget. You have to be updated. You have to keep track of your pharmacy technician manual. You have to be updated again in your little digital tickler file to say, hey, pharmacy technician manual, you have to do it. Let's get the technicians together and do the training program. You know about opioid stickers that you need to put on all opioids that are dispensed. Commissioner Anguante, tell you a little bit about the MOMOP program. Commissioner Anguante.
Well, congratulations on your leadership roles. It's very exciting. But as you heard from Chairman DeFazio, a lot of things to keep at the top of mind, right? So another thing we'd like to advise you about is the FDA MedWatch program. And it's a very simple thing. You can sign up for push emails. So anytime there's recalls or cautionary statements from the field, things that you probably need to be concerned about, you get that information. You don't have to go on their website. It'll just come to you. It's like most of you work for large organizations. They probably have their own methodology for keeping you informed. But at the end of the day, it's really your personal responsibility as the pharmacy managers and long runners. So we'd just like to remind you of that there are other tools to make your life and your knowledge grasping, easy, right? You don't want to have to go searching and so just like to bring that to your attention. For me.
The other thing I can't stress enough is join your associations. Join the Connecticut Pharmacists Association. Join APHA. Join the NCPA. I can't tell you, and I know that Rick is involved, everyone here has been involved in the associations. Things that you learn from the governmental affairs side of the association, their CEs, what's happening in pharmacy. You guys all are very busy stores. The association can be your watchdog. What's happening? Pharmacists do very well. I don't want to hear it's too expensive to join, because it isn't. So I recommend that you join your associations. Nathan will take your check on the way out the door. It's really, I found it to be an incredible tool.
Take credit card too, so.
You take credit cards too?
Oh, yeah, off the phone, and we're all set.
Cash? The thing I'd like to talk to you about is Haven Health Program. We've seen it on your renewal. Not sure how much, but fortunately it goes to Haven Health. The Haven Health Program is for, and it's only one program. There's other programs available. Haven Health is specific for pharmacists and pharmacist interns. And if there's someone that you know that happens to yourself, impaired, mental health issues, burnout, substance abuse, completely anonymous. There's people that are in a program that raved about it. It's a wonderful program specifically for pharmacists and pharmacist interns. And if you know of someone, or if you need it, it's there. It's there for the pharmacist, and it's we talked about keeping your pharmacy clean and orderly. Make sure your prescriptions are filed. Make sure your return of stocks are done correctly. Another thing that has come up, and I'm going to start to include this in my manager talk is remodels. If there's a remodel that will take place in your pharmacy, make sure, you guys all work for big stores, so make sure your district manager knows they have to appear before. Remodels can't be done and then. A remodel may be a lot different than what you do. Moving the safe is a remodel. Putting in a robot is a remodel. Moving a wall is a remodel. Adding a consultation area is a remodel. Moving your front bench is a remodel. Adding a compounding center is a remodel. Putting in a immunization room is a remodel. So just make sure, as a pharmacy manager, that remodels taking place, because we've had a couple of instances where it's done before the process. And with that, anything from the commissioners? Young, no harm, good judgment. Under the company policy, sometimes doesn't drive state policy. State policy. Any questions for us? 52,000 years of experience. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okey dokey. Reciprocity interviews. Commissioner Linder, what do you have for us?
Chairman, yeah, so we have a total of 13 reciprocity applications. I did look at them. They're, thank you, Gina, for compiling those applications. So with that, I will
Before the commission, do I hear a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions, so moved. Thank you, Commissioner Linder. And now we go to one of my favorite parts of the meeting. Commissioner Nguante, request for new non-resident pharmacy applications.
Thank you,
What can
Chairman.
you tell us?
This was a smallest month I think we've had in quite a while. Not sure why, but I'm sure
we say no?
I'm sure we'll have more next month. But before you all received my detailed by email from Gina. And as far as the new applications go, a couple that we're denying. Again, some of the products, their entire business model is compounding GLP-1s. And so just ask for additional information on that. And those are now publicly available. So with that. Some others, again, very standard, we will submit for $7.95. So we have all those details on nothing out of the ordinary there. That includes my report for new non-resident pharmacy.
We'll take a vote on each section, okay?
Yep.
So on the, you heard this before the commission on the new non-resident pharmacy applications, including the denials. Do I have a motion to accept? Or a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? So moved. Now, for the new non-resident pharmacy applications with additional information, these were applications that were denied because they needed additional information, and now that additional information has come before. What do you have for this?
So for those, we have 5 in front of you, all of those you've seen before. We are recommending, I'm recommending, based on the additional information they provided, that we approve all 5 of these.
You heard this before the commission. Do I have a motion to accept? Do I hear a second?
second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? So moved. Moving on to sterile and non-sterile compounding.
Okay, these are 2 non-resident pharmacies that have licenses from us. However, they want to add additional services to be provided to the residents of the state of Connecticut. JAP Pharmacy would like to add non-sterile compounding. They did submit a complete inspection, and I'm recommending we approve them. Z-Care from New Albany, Ohio, is concurrently within a review on drug control. They want to add sterile, and so at this point in time, we're going to hold on that recommendation.
What's before the commission? Do I have a motion to accept? Do I hear a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, I'm going to call for, I know we have to do the minutes first, but I'm going to have an executive meeting after this. So during the executive meeting, I need the board to clear. I'd like Heather, drug control, to stay here. Michael, could you stay for a few minutes for the executive committee? And all right, the approval of the pharmacy meeting minutes for April, and you had a chance to take a look at it. Any omissions, corrections? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to accept the April minutes. Do I hear a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions, so moved. One abstention for the record. Thank you. With that, I'll accept the motion to adjourn. I second it. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, and abstentions. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good record, under an hour. Yeah. I just want to...
How you do, man?